one more again. Hi, my name is Patty, and thank you for joining me. This is Jewelry Lovers for sure at gmail.com. That's how you contact me. We have been over so much, but beginning of the video, I'm kind of out of breath, been doing things. At the beginning of the video, I like to explain to everybody that, let's see, where do I start? If you're interested in anything, all you got to do is email me. Email me at jewelrylovers4sure@gmail.com, and I will get back with you within the day, and we'll figure out whatever's going on. Number two, when you do email me, I need you to send me your name, your address. I need you to send me a snapshot of the picture a picture of the piece of jewelry that you are interested in. I need you to send me a quote of what I quoted you on the item. I'll get all that down and I'll send you out a PO, and the PO will have the jewelry that you've ordered, the price of the jewelry that you ordered. It will have your sales tax on it because I'll have the state that you're from with your name and address. And let's see, the shipping and handling, it's only $5 for a whole pound. This, well, up to a pound. This is right under a pound. So you get a lot of jewelry for $5 shipping and handling. If you've done a whole lot of shipping and handling like I have, you'll know that that is quite the deal. $5 for shipping and handling. And if the amount of jewelry that you order goes over 5 pounds, then I'll pay what's above it. So just want to take care of you and you take care of me. We all good. I'm trying to become a real YouTuber. In order to do that, I need subscriptions. I've already gotten over 1,000 views because of you and your friends. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I need more subscribers. To do that, you watch the video, and at the very end of the video, there will be a little circle there, and it's got a picture of a diamond ring in it. And you hit that, and that will subscribe you. And it sends me a certain amount of information. Honestly, I haven't checked out what information it sends, but it sends me probably your email address or something like that. But I need that. I need for everybody to hit subscribe, please, 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 so I can become a real YouTuber. And then I need you to do a thumbs up. You'll see all that down at the bottom. If you like, just hit up above the bottom of the scroll where it's, trying to run out of time. Up above that, you'll see it. Thumbs up. So you hit that, and that helps. And then what else is it? Oh yeah, share. That's what does it. Passing everything along to everybody's friends. So my friends, I share it to all of my friends share it to their friends share it to their friends, and eventually I get to become a real YouTuber. And the reason that I want to be a real YouTuber is because I can't get out in the real world and work anymore. Got some health issues going on, so I can't do it. I have to work from home. And so this is the path I decided to take because I love jewelry, and I've got a bunch of it. And if you guys, well, I'm sure you know a bit about jewelry, and I probably know a bit more, and there's people who know a lot more than I know. But costume jewelry, you can get some really good stuff. They're coming out with some really, really good stuff, and the quality is getting better and better. However, it's never going to be as good as the gemstone, the precious gemstone jewelry. Where they use like silver, they use the different variants of gold, 14, 18, 24, 28 karat gold. That's the best jewelry. It's also the most expensive jewelry. I have a little bit of both. So if you're interested in jewelry, if you got somewhere special to go, or you just like to look nice when you go to work, I've got costume jewelry that fits that bill, and I've got the high dollar jewelry that fits that bill. So you hang in there, and you can always email me, and maybe, just maybe, I can pull up the invoice for it and see if I can cut you a deal. So anyway, let's get started. This piece right here in front of you, I think is absolutely beautiful. I've got one, but mine it's 3 strands, but they kind of loop around one another, and they're various shades. Well, this one is various shades, 2 shades of gray. So, it's beautiful. This one is 16 inches long, okay? And it is by a very, very well-known costume jeweler that makes costume jeweler. One of the best in the industry, actually. This is by Monet. And if you know anything about jewelry, if you've actually shopped for, nice stuff to wear to work, Monet is one of those that you would be wearing to work. Monet and Trifari, and I mean there's quite a few that are really, really good ones. And if you hear their names, you see their names, you're getting the good stuff. This is a 16-inch triple strand of pearls and crystal cones. Where are they at? Oh, there they are. There they are. See that? Now they call them crystal cone. I think they look like a pine cone with crystals in them. Well, it's just my opinion, but I think they look like a pine cone with crystals in them. Get that up there. I want to get y'all to see that. Maybe if I let go of it, you can see it better. See how it shines? It's just so shiny. I love shiny jewelry. And they're everywhere, man. There's one here, one here, one here, one here. And then you got the lighter silver here, a little bit darker here, a little bit darker here. So you've got the 3 shades of gray on this also. It's a beautiful piece. It really is. Again, it's by Monet. It is a vintage piece. Now, some of you know, some of you don't. Vintage jewelry is at a minimum of 25 years old. To get to antique, it's got to be 100 years old. Now, I do have a piece of 100-year-old antique jewelry. Actually, I've got 2. But vintage is one of those that if you can find vintage and it's in good shape, jump on it. Because, if it's vintage and somebody didn't take care of it, it's just not going to be good. It's just not going to be good. It's not going to look good. But if somebody took care of it and it's vintage, it'll go for a long time, as long as you take care of it. So again, this is a 16-inch triple strand, pearls and crystal cones, and it is signed by Monet on this clasp. Now I'm hoping you're going to be able to see this clasp, because I don't remember where the camera is, if it's at the top or is it at the bottom. I don't know, but you see this little wheel right here on the clasp? It's like I'm going to pull that down. That's how it opens up. And on that little wheel, on the clasp, and honestly, Monet is the only one I know of that makes that pretty of a clasp. So, this is by Monet, and the writing is on this little round part that opens up the clasp. Ain't that sweet? Monet, guys, Monet. Got to jump on some Monet. This piece is going to cost you a grand total of $10. all you got to do is email me. Let me know. Hey, I want that Monet piece that you showed the other day. The vintage piece that's triple strand with 3 different colors of gray and the little cones on it. And it wasn't but $10. So that's what I want. And I'll get it right out to you. Another thing that I try to let everybody know, and I don't know who is on today that is new and who is not new. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. When this jewelry gets to me, it comes in a box through the post office. And most of the other, not all, but most of the other girls who do the jewelry shows, people love to see you open that box and pull out the mystery, and it's all tangled up, and it takes like forever to untangle it, and then they're sitting there going, ooh, that feels nasty. That my hands feel so dirty. They are. There literally is no way of telling how many people touched that jewelry before it went in that box. You don't know, it goes into a center from Goodwill, Salvation Army, wherever, and they pick through it and they try to find the really high dollar stuff, and they keep it for themselves to show in a store. And then they put the rest of it in a box. They put it up for auction. We buy it, bring it home. Most people unbox it, pull it out, and start showing you pieces. I don't do that. I love seeing the box unopened. But when I unopen the box, number one, it's tangled up. Number two, I'm wearing rubber gloves, which makes it really hard to untangle the jewelry. But I wear the rubber gloves because I have an immune deficiency and I get sick easy. So I ain't trying to touch something that I don't know where it's been. Kind of like back during COVID, all of us were afraid to touch a shopping cart. We'd go in and we'd wipe they had the sanitizing rags, you'd wipe down the handles, and, or you'd wear a pair of gloves while you went shopping. Even in the grocery store, you wore gloves because you don't know who picked up that package of meat, and you didn't want to catch COVID. COVID was a serious thing, and it still is. It's just a different strain of it every single dead blame year. So I try to protect myself and protect you. So I'm gonna pull it out, and then I have a jewelry cleaning machine like they have at the jewelry stores. So the jewelry gets cleaned. If it's got any gunk or whatever on it, it'll get cleaned, but it also gets sanitized. So there are no germs on it by the time I go to touching it. And then when I get done with it and I'm getting ready to pack it up, I've got some wipes that have got a disinfectant on them. And I'll wipe them down again before I package them and send them out to you, just to keep you safe. Keep me safe, keeps you safe, everybody's safe, we're good. So anyway, that's the way I do it. But I do agree with the other girls that it is exciting to open that box and it's like, oh my gosh, look at the rings. Oh, I got matching earrings. Oh, it's like blows your mind. Sometimes when you open it and you'll see a piece that just literally blows your mind. But I would rather see that piece with gloves on my hands, get it sanitized so I can show you and blow your mind, and it's safe for me and for you. So anyway, there's that. All right, let's go with this one. This is a set, and to be honest with you, it is a gemstone. It's a semi-precious gemstone, but it is one of my favorites. This is called Hematite. And hematite is magnetic. It is so cool. Where's my magnet? Yeah, it's magnetic. I love it. Some of it is even magnetic to itself. And I'll show you a couple pieces of that. I don't have them out here right now, but I've got some, just got them in. They're so cool. These bracelets that are made of the hematite. And you know how you got those bracelets that are wire and you just kind of wrap them around, they stay there, just wrapped around. No hooking, no nothing. Well, that's how these bracelets do. You just kind of wrap them around your waist and they magnify to themselves. It's amazing. I love them. Anyway, this is a piece of hematite that I picked out because it has the matching earrings. Now, this piece is really cool. It's got the beads all the way around it. It is what I call a wow factor. The chain is 18 inches long. And on these it's got little red beads in the middle of the circles, as you can see. I hope you can see. But what's cool is, if you're fidgety like me, you just grab it, just twirl the little beads. I just think they're so cool. And I have a pair of matching hoop earrings that goes with them. Let me see if I can get those up there for you to see. What do you think? Yeah, these are one of my, and I only write on the ticket, I'll write on the back of it, wow! That's because it's like one of my favorites, and it just slap amazes me. I mean, it really does, it just amazes me. I'm gonna lay it down. I'm trying to look into the camera and see what you can see. There we go. You can see it there. It's just absolutely adorable. They've got some weight to them. They're never going to tarnish. They're not going away. They are just so magnetically cool. I love them. And I'll show you some more of them later on. This, like I said, is 18 inches long. This is a semi-precious stone. This is not the oh, I must be tired. I don't know. This is not casual jewelry. This is the real deal. It's not rubies or diamonds or sapphires or any of the precious stones, but it is a semi-precious stone, and it does show up on Jemmy. Now, let's see if I can figure out. I'm gonna lay that down right there. See where you can see it. The thing with Jemmy, and it's a presidium, but it's a gem tester. So just instead of saying presidium all the time, I just call it Jemmy. I give her a nickname. And on Jemmy goes up. If I can hold it still. Hold still, bead still. Hold still. Wow, it goes all the way up into the spinel and touches the topaz level. Let's see what this thing does. That might be easier to hold on to. Yep. Alright, I'm going to see if I can show you. Now, let's see. On the top, don't pay attention to that. The line down below it, this long one right here, that is where jadeite and spinel is. Spinel is like, it's the blue ones, the sapphire. That's the sapphire family, spinel. Okay, and down below that just kind of halfway in between that line with the spinel and the jadeite, just below the line of, which is, you know, like right here. Just below that is where the line for topaz is. Okay, so I'm going to try without unplugging it. That's what I did yesterday. That just really upset me. I hope you can read that through the phone. All right. So let's do it. Let's try first on a stone. See the thing jump up there? Well, boom. That is a semi-precious. Now, if it stayed up there at spinel, that would put it into the sapphire category, which could quite possibly make it a member of the precious stone. All right, now I'm going to try the top of one of the rings. Go over here so you can see. See, it's got the little ringy, the little red thingy in it. And it jumps way on up there. So yes, ma'am. This one is at least a semi-precious stone. These are worth a lot. Oh my, I dropped one of my earrings. And I don't know where. Oh, I'll find it. Okay. So, yeah, these are not your regular dime store jewelry. I'm selling this set. It's 18 inches long. The earrings and the necklace is going to be $30. Inside of a retail store, it would run you every bit of $60 to $70. All right, let's put this back down. And I am going to pause this so that I can find the other earring. Okay, I found it. I had to move everything around a flashlight. But I found it, and I tucked it safely away with the other earring and the necklace. So it'll be there when you want it. We're going to go with another set. This one, actually, I should have put in with the Valentine's Day stuff. And I may do that after we get done. But since I've already pulled it out, I'm going to give you guys a shot at it before Valentine's Day gets here. Let's get that over here. How pretty is that? This is a, let's see if I got it right. There it is. How pretty is that? All right, this is a 15-inch double strand. As you can see, it's got one of those, I used to call these like a light switch hook. Got the little thing, you know, remember back in the day, and you stuck the little thing through and just pulled it down and it latched. It's got that, and then it's got what I call an anchor chain. It looks like it has never been worn, but I think that is because it is dipped in the radium, which I need to change the spelling on that. I didn't do that right. Okay, I think that's because it's been dipped in the radium. Now, let me just tell you about radium. Radium's a fairly new thing. It is a wonderful thing. I hope to get a radium machine for myself and start dipping things in it. Radium, okay, your silver and your gold metals are very pliable. They're not real strong, which is why after you wear a gold or a silver ring for quite a while, it starts getting bent up and, you know, out of shape and that sort of thing. And when you dip it in radium, the radium is the color of the silver, but it's a little bit lighter, and it is, you have to dip it 6 times from what I read, and it makes it a little bit lighter than silver, but it makes it way stronger than silver. You can take a silver ring in your hand and do this number to it, and you can bend it to shape, you know, if that's what you got to do to get it to fit. You're not going to bend anything that's coated in radium. I mean, you couldn't take a pair of pliers and bend it. Radium is very, very strong. Radium is also, according to the internet, is scratch resistant. Now, I had a piece the other day, came in a bracelet, and it had this beautiful, beautiful light silver look to it. And I thought, wow, that is like brand new. Nobody's ever wore that. That is sterling silver. Yeehaw. And so I pulled out my test kit. Well, there's 2 ways you can test if something is silver. Okay, so I'm going to, you know, I don't think the radium stops that. But, nope. If something is silver or it's gold, it won't, a magnet won't touch it. It just won't. If this were silver or gold, it would sit there and I could go all over it, just like this. And it would not move. It would not move. Like, for instance, let's just test drive. See that? It's my engagement ring. Does not pull at all because it's made out of gold. Okay, so we know this now. We know this is not silver. We know it's not gold. So put that up. Okay, and I didn't pull out my magnet first, and I should have. That would have stopped me from get-go. But I pulled out my stone because I was going to acid test it and see, because I have different acids that test for silver and for all the different types of gold. And what you do is you take this little piece of stone and you lay it flat, and then you take the silver and you just like that, and you scratch off part of the above. Now, before radium came along, if this was a silver coated or a silver tone, I could have scraped it, and if I did, the silver color would have come off, and on the stone it would look kind of coppery, and you know that way right away, that is not silver. But I took that bracelet, and honey, I promise you, I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed, and I want you to know, it would not leave a mark. It would not scratch. It would not, none of it would come off. Nothing. So as far as I'm concerned, everything that I've read on the internet about radium, it's radium. Read about it. It's fascinating. And I am going to try to start doing that to the silver and gold, because you can do palladium on gold, and see if I can help the jewelry not only to stay looking beautiful, but to stay around forever, so you can give it to your grandkids, which is what's going to happen to every piece of jewelry that I've got. It'll go to my daughter, and she will divvy it out amongst the grandchildren. So anyway, 15-inch strand made of, it's got radium coated. There is a heart-shaped pendant on here. Now, from back here, see, it looks kind of blue, but that's because it's reflecting off of something. But it's a silver cover. It's also coated in the radium. It's beautiful. And then it has my favorite clasp. This is my favorite clasp, because you're not going to lose a bracelet with this. See how it goes in like that? Looks like that. And you just stick it in, take it all the way past, and bring it back through. And it ain't going nowhere. You'll never lose that bracelet. You're never going to lose this necklace. I mean, you can be at a dad-blame concert, jumping up and down, hooting and hollering, dancing your rear end off, and thing flopping up and down, and it ain't going nowhere. That latch right there is absolutely awesome. So anyway, it also comes with two beautiful little heart-shaped, take that up there, two beautiful little heart-shaped, and I don't know how close to get. I looked at one of the videos and I was getting too close, so hopefully you can see that. The hearts are not, all right, let's see if I can turn the hearts around, clasp down that back, kind of, card's not thick enough, but still, you got two heart shape little earrings that goes with it. Etsy wants $35 for just the necklace. I want $20 and the earrings are free. So Etsy $35 for the necklace, me $20, earrings are free. If you're interested, just hit me up at Jewelry Lovers for sure, the number 4, sure, at gmail.com. And I will hook you up. All right, let's see here. What we got. Let's see, that's the side to go into the Valentine's Day stuff. Just in case you don't buy it. You don't buy it, that's okay. Somebody else will. This is yet another statement piece. Let's see if I can get it to lay right. These statement pieces have always got so many little levers. There we go. Trying to get them to lay right. I'm telling you right now. But they're made that way so that they will jiggle and shine and look absolutely beautiful. I wonder if I got 2 of these. That's funny. I thought I already showed this one. But this is a statement piece to be worn like probably was been worn one time at Christmas. It's 16 inches long. It has a 4-inch, it's got a 4-inch extension. Etsy wants $45 for this one, and I'm asking $25. Move it right on along. Now that you know about radium and oh lordy, to the gems and the sanitation and just all the good stuff, hopefully all the good stuff. What do we got here? I don't know. Oh, that's a whole bag full of earrings that I've still got to tag. Wow, gotta have them. Okay, we'll put those over here. All right. I had a guy email me today, actually, because I had talked about one of the pendants, the quartz type pendants. This one, get that tag around here. Get on up there. Take it all around. All around and down. Okay. This one is 14 inches long. It has a 2-inch extension. It's on a black suede double strap. The pendant is spinel. Spinel, as you know, is related to which one? I told you. Which one is spinel related to? It's blue. It's related to the sapphire. That's right. It is. It's related to the sapphire. And that's the pendant. And it's maybe 1.5 inches long. It's cobalt blue. But this one is a synthetic one. This one is man-made. Okay, this is not... This one didn't get dug up out the dirt, in other words. This one is synthetic. And it was supposed to mean good health and wealth, is what the guy told me. And I was like, that tickled me to death. I'm going to show you, though, even with this being a synthetic, let me see if I can get it on. Even with it being synthetic, let's see if I can do this. It's so hard to keep the black light from bouncing onto the camera. Do you see that? It went from blue to purple. I must be losing my battery. It went from blue to purple. And that's how stones do. They change colors, which I think is fascinating. If I ever run out of jewelry to show you, which I kind of doubt, I'll bring up some of the stuff I've got down in the basement. I've got vases and different kitchenware stuff, glasses, bowls, all kinds of things that are from the Depression age. And during the Depression, they used a little bit of uranium and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it made glass turn different colors. So if you've got a piece of green glass, I mean, just, even if it's just slightly green, and you put it under a UV light, I mean, it lights up like kryptonite. I mean, it's unbelievable bright green. I have black lights all the way up and down the walls in my basement. And I've got shelving set up where one set is the uranium, which goes like kryptonite. And then the next one beside of it is pink depression glass. And that will glow a bright red. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then you'd have a lot of white glass that, like, you turn a black light on it and it glows the most beautiful color of blue you've ever seen. I have a swan down there and a vase that shaped like kind of like the end of a trumpet. Glass, crystal. You can see right through them. You hear me? Right through them. But when I turn those black lights on, man, that is the prettiest color of blue you have ever seen in your life. The trumpet turns like a powder blue. Beautiful. And the swan goes a little bit deeper dark blue than that. So I mean, it's just amazing. And then I've got another shelf that it's white glass, but when I turn the black light on them, the rim of them will turn like a yellow, and then the bottom part might be green or it might be yellow. It depends on what chemicals they mixed in with the glass from back in the Depression days. And I've got a lot of it down there, and it is for sale. I just haven't had a chance to bring any of it up. But if any of you are interested in it, if you'll send me an email, I will go downstairs and pick out a couple pieces and bring them up and try to show you how they do and see if you'd like to purchase them. Other than that, they're going to be down there till yard sale season. Oh, clock's telling me it's fixing to be time for me to take medicine.